treehouse waterhole.
Back everyone. What is this for sighting? We saw a hyena this morning, and now we're seeing 2 hyenas in the water. This is so great, eh? They're loving the water. Look how they're just playing. Yes. Oof. Oh, that's amazing, eh? Oh. It's amazing to watch players love to play with each other. It's a form of affection and the way in which they can communicate emotions for each other. So it's amazing. It just reminds me that I should play more in this. Hello. How incredible is this? I'm gonna just keep quiet. Look how curious they are. Wow. Wow. That was one of my first experiences of having 2 come close to my car. What an incredible experience. I've had the youngsters kind of very inquisitive about vehicles. These 2 came straight to the vehicle, and I was very, I think to just let him interact with our vehicle, and man, very privileged to have that experience. They are so excited for these. Oh, the rain! The rain has. It's a joyous moment out here in the bush. The rain's come. And I wonder what they were doing here. Did they leave? Brian, are they part of that den? Do you know?
Might be.
It might be. Wow. Have you seen the dam here, guys? You can get a good shot of them in the sun. In the watering hole. Let's check this all in. At that. Is that good for you, Brian? You know, just going back earlier, playing is a very important part of a behavior. You know, you'll often see lions jumping on each other to watch, and you know they learn to play. You know, although these guys are not very young, you know, actually that can teach us, all of us listeners, a lesson or 2 about how to be playful even as we grow up. Oof. Take this in, guys. This is the first sighting for me to see a play like this in a little bit of water. If you guys have any questions or queries, please tweet them what you think of these hyenas playing in the water and giving such joy on my first drive. So, now just going back to what James, thank you very much. Appreciate it. You know, James and Scott and the whole team, very, very good to me over the last few days. It's extremely nerve-wracking to come through here and do what I'm doing at the moment. But with the support of them, thank you, Marianne. The question was whether I was friends with anyone here before I came. Yes, I knew Nikki Austin, the director, fairly well. We knew each other when we were in Cape Town. We both grew up in Cape Town. So I knew her fairly well, but I wouldn't say that I saw her a lot. It's so great to come and meet her now in the bush and see her, get to know her a little bit more. It's been great. But otherwise, I didn't know anyone else on the team. I had heard Scott and I heard some of the friends that I had within the ranging field, and it was great to put a name to a face and learn more about these guides who have been in the industry for many, many years. So it was great to have them. What a privilege, actually, to come and learn from them and for a long time. They've got a long history in the book. And I'm still very, very early on in my career, so I'm very, very grateful. But look at these guys. Look at them just playing. It's so... wow. I'd be really interested to know if these guys are from the den, eh? Hi there, Hazel. Do I know about hyenas eating tires? Not that I've ever seen that or experienced it. I mean, I once experienced a hyena eating my seat. I was sleeping and camping out in the bush the one night, and I came back to my vehicle and half the seat was chewed. So I haven't seen a tire, but I've seen a seat being eaten, and you know, I've had shoes that have gone missing. You know, I was blaming my friends, but really it was actually the hyenas that were taking my shoes, not to wear, but to make their jaws probably a little stronger. But I've had some great experiences. You know, the first night I ever slept out in the bush, I was camping, and I had to look after everyone and make sure that, you know, I was the only one awake, and I had to walk around the camp and check if nothing was coming into the camp. And I had never experienced any behavior of any animal, and I was sitting in camp, and all of a sudden these hyenas started coming down towards our camp, and I got so scared. I was so scared because I had no idea what to do, and I just ran to them. I started waking everyone up, and I was like, guys, what do I do now? What do I do? And they all laughed at me, and they said, well, I don't know if they laughed at me. I think they were quite tired. But they just said, Sam, all you need is just shine your torch away. So you don't need to be scared. You don't have to be too worried about hyena on foot. It's okay. But the problem is, if you do fall asleep, some of you guys have heard what a hyena will do when you sleep. Sometimes they will just come and nibble on you and wake up in the morning without an arm. So I highly recommend not sleeping out in the bush without someone awake. That goes to everyone. No one is Superman out here. And that was the brilliant thing about coming to the bush, you know. A lot of the time in the city, you don't really learn about how an ecosystem, and to really actually know your place when you loads and respectfulness. Hello, Michaela. Wow, Tifa's so glad that you're watching right now. That's very exciting. Thanks for in. That makes me feel a little bit at home. Just you and the getting a cup of coffee and wondering, can I do this? Well, it seems like it so far. Let's know that you've been watching and seeing what it's been like for me on my first drive of live. And yeah, maybe, and if my little brother Oliver, and wish him luck. It is. Hope he learned something cool. But how awesome are these? They are incredible. Yes, I'm extremely lucky to be playing in water for the first time. You know, it's both content that really. It's like they're having a jacuzzi, man. Look at that. It's so great. Yeah, you see, this is an epic sighting. Having some luck with the animals today. I've already seen a hyena earlier this morning, and this is the second sighting. So they've been and they actually came to look at me. They came to my vehicle. Well, I wonder how long they'll be in here for. What are they biting on? Be like a twig. It looks like a twig. What do you think, Brian?
No,
I think the other one's quite curious to find out as well. Hey, I want that stick. I want it. I think it's a stick. Oh, very clearly that is the spotted hyena. I've never seen the brown. I'd love to experience the brown hyena and how different it would be to its cousin. Oh, oh. Wow. I just can't get out of it. The rain's can come back, so they're just having all the fun in the world. Look at this. Hey, Brian, have you seen this before? Never. You can introduce the Kenny. His name is Brian, and he has been on my first drive. He's really helped me navigate on these roads. I really have no idea where I'm going, and he just says, "Go left, Sam." And I trust his intuition. And look where it took us. It goes to hyenas playing water or? I'd love to know if any of you guys have a jacuzzi. That was Robin. Hi there, Robin. Your question was, they look like they are male smaller. Good question. You know, matriarch males are subordinates, and so I think they very well may be males, but we can tell that. Look at what genitalia they have. You might just be right. Well done, well done. Then we'll have a look now. And I thought, if for anyone that didn't know, that hyenas are part of a matriarchal society. That means that the woman of the clan is the leader and dominates everything by the den, which I'm very excited to have a look at. Yeah, it seems like it's oh, guys, are they coming back? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? How that for a sighting, everyone. That is a first for many other people. And Brian, did you enjoy that?
Absolutely.
Hey, they're not tired of that. Hold on. I'm coming straight back. Don't. Okay. This behavior is so incredible to watch. They're not tired of the water. They're not going to get tired of the water. I don't think they're going to get nice and comfortable in the water. Hi, James Taylor. Yes, I just got a Twitter account about to go when I was watching James Hendry. I haven't asked him a question, and I think my Twitter account was Sam Shev. So SAM dash. I think that was my Twitter account. I'm not too sure. You'll have to have a look. See if you can. I'll link something. That'd be great. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't think that they come soon. New York. Jeepers, this is just amazing to think that I'm not talking to some. It's Indiana, and then it's we're back in. After playing like this, there's on one another. That's a great question. Thank you. Seen a sighting like this where they've been playing like this, especially. Imagine sometimes they can turn into fights when one might hurt the other one a little bit too much, and it just growls and comes back really quickly. So my have been playing play with each other and then they'll settle down and relax. But I'm sure at times they definitely will get a little bit agitated with one another and growl and get a little bit at the other one. Who's boss? To research. George James has had a few. Same with Scott. I almost feel like I want to jump in there with him, eh? Yeah, Monique in London. You've never seen hyenas play in water like this. I think many of our viewers haven't either. So this is for quite a few of us. Very, very exciting. I think they play. This is my stick. I really want to go back to that point on play. I think it's such an important part of any. I think we lose a lot of that when we grow older. The ability to be able to, if we can like playfulness within us as we grow. Very try and do. I guess I was trying to play with my dancing last night when I got up on my hands. So that's my little bit of school. My little bit of social relation last night. Hello, Rain. Thank you very much for that question, Mac. That's been something maybe just two in looking at the system and you know I've had experiences where I've had someone guide me into the natural world, but it was completely my own. It was actually time I was in Brazil in the Pantanal. I came thrilling here. That was just my mind started to go, am I going to see a jaguar? And on a particular occasion I didn't manage to see a glimpse of a jaguar. As much of an experience as actually finding one. Seeing an animal is just as good, trying to find, but just to bring ourselves being in another animal is itself. So that's anyone who's interested in going into whether it's trekking in your own countries and badgers and foxes and whatever else, and start to learn about the intelligence of animals is very much from that. What is my favorite part of the world? James, I love the whole thing. Leslie, Leslie, thank you very much for that question. I've still got many places to go. Beautiful planet. I've loved learning about different ecosystems and ecology from England and Africa. Brazil. I think
was out in the Cedarburg Mountains. I was working for an organization called the Cape Environmental Education. And a month there with a girl and a guy called Hyenas. He was the other. Spent many, many months just learning a bit of the cedar patches and had a few really, really great experiences, but I couldn't place. There's this beautiful gift that this planet is magnificent from any corner. So it's how we see beauty within. Wild guy with it, incredible.